Hey, Jared, my name's Nate. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me on the Geekcentric podcast. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Nate. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you, man. You're so excellent in this show, so I'm excited to talk to you about the character.
Thank you.
We're the Geekcentric podcast, and I heard you mention to Koi Jeandrew that you're a big fan of Marvel's Deathlok.
I heard you love Deathlok.
I love Deathlok.
Deathlok's one of my favorites,
Yeah.
man. He's so
I
ridiculous.
can't wait for that to happen. Yeah. Yeah. God, good reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in this series, you play a man brought back to life through technology in a different way.
Right.
And like Deathlok, there's this sort of inner conflict of humanity versus machine.
Yeah.
Are there characters like Deathlok that have maybe influenced how you approached or understood Harrington
It
Seldon?
never occurred to me that there was this connection, but now that you mentioned it, I love it in a completely new way. But yes, it's someone who has this deeply ambivalent relationship to the technology that's keeping him alive, and he's in conflict with it. Yeah, absolutely. That's a really good analogy.
Yeah. And I noticed the parallels as soon as I saw that interview, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay. Now, since the series isn't shot in chronological order, episode to episode, how do you get in that like headspace to play multiple versions of Harry Seldon at different points in his journey?
I don't know if there was ever a day, I'm trying to remember, where I did both. I don't know if that happened this season. I don't think so, because one of the versions took such an extensive makeup job.
Right.
But it might have happened last season. But that's part of your preparation and your thought process and coming into it. And there's normally days in between. You're not shooting every single day. You kind of shoot for sort of spurts for a couple of days, and then you might have 3 days off, and then you shoot for 5 days. You might have 1 day off, and then you shoot for 2 days, and then you've got 2 weeks off. So there's plenty of time. Once you've got your mind around the whole story, then you sort of look ahead to where you examine the shooting schedule quite forensically to try and get an idea of where the mountains are in terms of huge scenes, and give yourself enough of a runway that in your mind, okay, that one's 2 weeks away, but I need to start getting my head around it so I'm ready for that when it comes,
Yeah. And I mean, this is such a huge story and character to wrap your mind around. So I'm sure it can be quite a bit. But I wanted to mention, I think this is maybe one of the most beautiful sci-fi shows I've ever watched, and a big part of that are the incredible locations it's filmed in. But as a bit of a flip on that, a bit of a thought experiment, if you, as Jared Harris, could visit anywhere in the world of Foundation to go on vacation, where would you want to go?
Wow.
And would you want to go?
To go on vacation, wow. I mean, I've already been there because I was on the show.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to go to Trantor. I don't think I'd enjoy that. Ignis scares me, to have people in your head the whole time. There's the playground planet sounds like Vegas, so I've already been there.
Yeah.
The water planet, that sounds interesting. But
Synax.
Synax sounds interesting, although that's sort of fundamentalist religious aspect to it is a complete no-no for me.
Sure.
I think I might like to go in a Bathy sub to Synax and sort of spend some time, maybe underwater in an underwater hotel, watching all these strange creatures swimming past. I might enjoy that.
See what's under the water, for sure. You once said in an interview that you enjoy playing characters who are outsiders trying to make sense of a world that doesn't listen, and that is Seldon to a T. So do you see that parallel, and does it come from somewhere personal?
Ooh. Well, I am a middle child.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of not too dissimilar to Crozier in The Terror or Legasov in Chernobyl. These are Cassandra characters from the Trojan myth. The people who have perceived the future and the dangers inherent in that they're trying to warn people of, and they're being ignored. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I could see how being a middle child you might be able to pull some stuff from that for sure.
I was joking,
And
but
no, for sure.
take from it what you will.
Yeah,
I
for
don't know what
sure.
your experience is like in life, but if it
Well,
resonates, I'm glad.
I'm an only child, so
Okay,
everyone
so
listens to me. And I'm like the mule in that way. But
really, they all
but
love you because they have
they
no
all love me.
choice.
That's it. Yes, they do have a choice though. Listen, Jared, thank you so much for taking the time to answer some of my silly questions and talking about the parallels of Deathlok and Harriton Seldon. You are so excellent in this show, and you're kind of like the foundation of
Oh,
this show in a way. And so I very much look forward to seeing where Dr. Seldon takes us next. So thank
thank
you.
you. Bless you.